Welcome back, friends, family, neighbors, enemies, anybody who's watching. Let's talk about filler size, okay? This is very important, and I noticed a lot of people do not worry about this, do not think about this. But if you want to get nice and pretty, golden, colorful welds, this is very crucial. Not only is gas coverage very crucial, but the filler size that you use, giving the joint you're going to weld, okay? So I will show you, obviously, here. This is 1/16, right? And then we got 332, and then we got some 1/8, and obviously they have bigger and they have smaller. But again, before any weld, you need to realize that the idea is to put down the right amount of filler in the right amount of time, okay, to get that perfect colorful weld. You can use any size wire for any size weld, right? But if it's, let's say this for example, okay, if I use like 035 or 045, yes, I can still weld it, but I will be dumping that wire in. So what's going to happen is I'm going to be sitting in that spot, in one spot, a little too long. It needs to be the right amount of filler in the right amount of time to get that perfect, consistent, golden, colorful weld, okay? So before you weld any joint, you need to think about how much wire, how much filler metal needs to be put down, okay? Now, something like this, okay? Now, obviously, 045, 035, 1/16 is going to be too small. Again, can it be used if that's all you have? Absolutely. Filler is metal. Metal is metal, right? But if you have a choice and you're trying to get those beautiful golden welds, then you need to think about how big that weave is going to be, and the easiest way to be able to put that filler metal down in the right amount of time, okay? So something like this, all right? Also, given everything comes, you got to take everything into consideration, all right? We got 1/4 inch material. This is like 14 gauge. So yeah, personally I think 1/8 would be too big. So for something like this, I would go with 332. There's no gap, it's nice and tight. If I'm gonna one pass it, 332 will be plenty to make that nice solid weld. If your filler's not big enough, then it's gonna concave. If your filler's too big, then obviously you're gonna be dumping too much in, you're gonna be overheating the area, or you're gonna have a giant weld, okay? So again, it is very crucial before you make any weld, just take the extra couple seconds to think about how you visualize that weld when it's done, right? How do I want this weld to look when I'm done? Okay, I want this nice consistent bead around there. Now, then think about which size filler is going to be able to give you that nice consistent bead the easiest way, right? Again, it's not about, you don't want to just be sitting there dumping it in. The idea is like painting a picture, okay? Nice and smooth. You want to just be able to you want to be able to lay that right amount of filler down in the right amount of time, nice and smooth, like painting a picture. Remember, this is your canvas. This is your paintbrush. And this metal melted filler is your paint, right? That little metal filler, of that little puddle, imagine that being a puddle of paint. That arc that comes off of there is your paintbrush. You're painting that puddle on. Same consistency, right? Slow and steady wins this race, my friends. Slow and steady in the beginning, and then that will turn into being able to do it a lot quicker. And even though it seems like it's slow and steady, over time you will still be able to outweld everybody else and still be able to have beautiful, consistent, golden welds, okay? So, again, real quick, the moral of this little video here is you want to always use the right filler size for the right weld joint. Okay, so any questions, you know what to do. Like, share, follow, leave the comments. And as always, I appreciate the support. And until the next one, let's go.